Rob and Liz, his radio. This is super odd.
I wonder if there's something you just can't get a hold of or can't get rid of. Something in your house, something that you just love and adore, and it's never leaving. Here's one lady who has a potato that has a smiley face on it. You know how the markings can look like something?
Oh, sure.
So her markings literally look like a drawn smiley face. She wanted to keep it. She put it in her freezer. 5 years later, she takes it out of the freezer. It's got a little beard stubble from the ice. And then some legs from the sprouts. You know how it sprouts when you keep a potato too long.
But I'm surprised that it sprouted while it was in the
freezer, right?
You would think it would make it dormant.
Yeah, well, 5 years, I guess. 5 years. She will not get rid of it. People have offered her money for this thing. She will not get rid of it.
Why in the world? Like $5?
It makes her happy.
No, I understand. I do understand that. I have a video that when we had DVR, we cut the cord for cable, but when we had DVR, I saved this little poodle, a video of it from the news that was dancing. And whenever I felt down, I would watch this video.
Oh, I'm sorry you don't have it anymore.
I don't. Well, I can go to YouTube and get it anytime I want to.
Oh, you can find it, huh?
Because it's just a poodle dancing back and forth when his owner shows up, and it made me smile. So I get her affinity for the potato. It's a little different, a little odd.
Yeah, well, she's not getting rid of it for sure.
Rob and Liz,
His morning crew.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio. But for Karen, boy, did she get off. I mean, she's in this car. The guy that she was with just decided, I'm going to go fast. And the police are chasing him, and it's a big chase. Karen's got to be scared out of her mind.
Oh, she has to be in the passenger side just freaking out.
Finally, the guy lodges his car in between two trees, not hurt. Car is completely damaged. The police come and, of course, get this guy, and then they see Karen in the passenger seat, really frightened and scared.
Yeah, and probably, they had to ask some questions of Karen. And
Karen's not saying anything.
She's really being quiet.
I mean, she's an alligator.
Why would she be in the passenger seat?
This is the dude's pet. An alligator. This is in Michigan, too. Alligators, just they're not around in Michigan.
They're not indigenous to Michigan.
Right. So Karen was his pet alligator. Karen's in a good place now.
Yeah, and I think she will never call shotgun again.
Rob and Liz,
His morning crew.
Sometimes I think I might want to move to New Jersey or maybe Oregon because they do something I hate to do. They don't allow people to do, if that makes any sense. Pump their own gas. It's against the law to pump your own gas in New Jersey.
I feel like
Oregon.
I've driven through the turnpike in Jersey and had to pump my own gas.
No.
On the turnpike.
You can get like a $500 fine.
Really?
$500 fine if you pump your own gas.
I wonder why that is. I mean, there used to be a day where there was the full-service gas station where somebody came out and pumped your gas, did your windshield, checked your oil, all that stuff, and now it's, self-serve. And I don't see many of those gas stations where they have full service anymore.
I can't think of one in my mind. I know that not too far from the station, there was a full-service gas station up until, I would say, maybe a little over a decade ago. And it was an anomaly. Like, you would drive by and be like, what is that dinosaur? Like, what is happening there? I loved it. They would check your oil, clean your windshield.
Liz went a lot.
I know. I would go by and go, I wish I could afford to pay those prices for that gas because it usually costs a little more.
Yeah.
But no, this is everywhere in Oregon and New Jersey.
Oh, I get that. Yeah.
Oh, if I could outlaw like taking out the trash or doing I got it. Cleaning that toilet.
So somebody else doing it for you.
Oh, yes.
Just like in Jersey where somebody pumps the gas for you, you'd rather have somebody clean the toilet.
Absolutely.
Well, that's a maid service.
Absolutely.
They have services for that.
Like, I just want you to come in, and I don't need to pay you. Like, you just come in because it's against the law. I cannot
it's against
do it.
the law.
Rob and Liz,
His morning crew.
I don't know if you caught this, but Liz was just sharing that there's two states. What was it, New Jersey and
Oregon.
That they pump your gas for you, whether you like it or not. they pump your gas for you.
It's illegal for you to pump your own gas. I'm like, yes.
It's like those old full-service stations back in the day from the 1950s where they did it all for you.
What's funny, Kristen texted and said her dad on Edisto the other day was going to fill up his boat, and there was a guy there from New Jersey. He had to teach him how to pump his own gas.
No way.
Yeah, and they shared that it's illegal to pump the gas.
So he
in New
learned
Jersey.
that himself.
Yeah, and so her dad had to teach.
That is so crazy. Kathy's here at 800-447-7234. I understand, Kathy, you live really close to a full-service gas station?
Yes,
How far is that from you?
it's probably a mile.
What do they do when you go there?
They wash the windshields. They ask, do you need your oil checked? No, thank you. And they pump my gas and they look at my tires. They kind of walk around and look at the tires. Really good. It's really nice when I go.
It's like a day in the spa for your car.
My car likes it.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Build your life one day at a time. Allow him to do that today. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio.
Anna, her dog, she went through a pretty hard time fairly recently because her dog Gus passed away. And she has been a customer of Chewy. Have you ever ordered anything from Chewy? Mm-hmm. Yes. So she had some dog food that had never been opened. So she wrote to the company and said, here's what happened. My dog Gus passed away, and I would love to be able to send the food back and get a refund. Because, he's a big dog. He looks like a lab. So it's probably one of these 50-pound bags, quite a bit of money. And they said, you know what? You just keep that food and you donate it to an animal shelter. We understand completely. No worries at all.
How nice.
Sent her a refund. But on top of that, they had flowers delivered to her house with a gift note from the person that she talked to on the phone.
That was very kind of them to do.
Like, what? That is customer service. That is feeling for what your customers are going through. And what's so funny is I got a card in the mail from Chewy because I get some stuff from them as well. I got a birthday card for my dog Ace from Chewy, and it was like, oh, this is the best day ever. I was like, oh, I forgot it was his birthday. Sorry. But that's so cool that they
Here's
do
what
things
that
like
is.
that.
To them, it's not a customer, it's a person.
It is a relationship. And when you build relationships, it builds loyalty.
I can almost guarantee you that if you walk into the culture of that one business, we said their name enough, into that one business or
Right.
any business, they will not use audience, they will not use customer, they will use people.
I love
They'll
it.
say person.
Yeah.
It's not going to be any of that. And that tells you that they care about the people that they serve.
And that's kind of where you want to do your thing.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
So proud of Liz. She found a new sport that she's going to be able to compete in. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio. I love this.
I actually was looking if I had anything I could push around with my nose. I have an orange. I could do that. There's a guy that's going to push a peanut up a mountain. Push a peanut up a mountain
With his nose.
with his nose on all fours. He's just going to push up 14,000 feet elevation.
And so he's crawling, pushing a peanut in a shell with his nose up the mountain. Very interesting. Why?
Well, the surprising part of all of this is he's not the first to do it. He is not the first to say, let me push a peanut up a mountain with my nose. There's two other guys that did it. The first one was like in the 20s. The other one was in the 60s. The guy in the 60s taped a salad spoon, a wooden salad spoon, to his nose and used that to push the peanut. Just because they can.
Okay.
Just because they can. So Bob is this guy's name. It's going to be Pikes Peak.
Oh,
It's
no way, in Colorado.
14,000 feet. And he's giving himself a couple of weeks to do it. July 9th is when he starts. The 17th is when he wants to have it wrapped up.
I feel bad for him if he misses it and it starts rolling down the mountain. He's got to go after
What do you
that
do?
thing.
No!
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
It's his morning crew with Rob and Liz, his radio.
Michael's along with us at 800-447-7234. What's up there, Michael?
To the guy who's going to be rolling a peanut up Pikes Peak, I have drove up Pikes Peak in a semi-truck, and he has a for lack of a better term, uphill battle ahead of them. That is not an easy mountain to drive, let alone push a peanut.
Can you even, Michael, think why this guy would want to do this?
I don't know. How about we challenge somebody to push a grape up Grandfather Mountain with their nose?
Liz will do it.
Yeah, I could see Liz doing that. She might not want to wear those blue suede shoes, though.
She had those on yesterday. So how long you been driving a truck now?
I used to do over the road for 10 months, but all around about a year and a half.
And I love that you were able to see the Colorados.
I've seen 40 out of the lower 48, and I've drove from South Carolina to California and back twice. I've seen a lot of this state.
Oh.
I tell you, I'm always listening to y'all's radio in the morning. I love y'all's radio station. It's helped me out a lot.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Was this skill? I don't know. This guy, wow. He had a good day on the green. His morning crew with Rob and Liz, his radio.
I had no idea that Liz was even into golf. Frank Kowalski sure is, and he got his 15 minutes of fame not too long ago. He made a hole-in-one, which the PGA, the professionals say, is a 12,500 chance to 1 that you can make a hole-in-one.
Usually in your lifetime, you might get one or two, right?
Maybe. I still am trying to get a hole-in-one in putt-putt golf.
Me too.
I so stink at it. But to get 2 holes in one in the same round or the same day that you're playing golf, 67 million to 1, and Frank Kowalski did it.
In the same round. So a
Yeah.
round is 18 holes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That is crazy. That is crazy good. That's incredible.
And he did it. So he's getting his 15 minutes of fame. Actually, in his lifetime, he's done 5 holes in one. So he's pretty good.
Well,
He's 74 years old, too, so he's like my superhero.
I was going to say, okay, if he's 20, I think that's pretty good. 74, is it still good?
What's still good?
5 holes in one in your lifetime.
Yeah, that's still good.
Write
Of
that
course
down.
it is.
Was that one every 15 years or something? I'm not
Sure,
real good at
yeah.
math.
Yeah, and Liz is still trying to catch up.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio. Okay, if I say the word Biff and you remember Back to the Future, then you know the actor that I'm talking about. He had a VHS tape, just auctioned it off, and it went for $75,000.
That's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
That is crazy. But it was a movie he was in. So, in Back to the Future. So, I mean, I guess it makes more of a difference when he's actually in it and he owned it. You think that's what drove the price
Oh, that
up?
could be. It was his own personal copy of it.
Yeah, and he signed it and all this good stuff.
Oh, he autographed it?
Yeah.
No wonder why it went for $75,000.
But still, 75. So if I get The Little Mermaid, because I feel like somewhere in my house is a VHS of The Little Mermaid. If I get one of the characters from that, Robbie Benson, an old actor, was in that, played the Beast. No, that was in Beauty and the Beast. Anyway, I get one of the actors and it's going to
Did
sell
you
for
say
more.
Little Mermaid?
I did. But he's married to Jodie Benson, who played The Little Mermaid, and I'm getting way too technical there about
Okay.
actors and stuff. But
I'm so confused.
kind of me too. I need a nap.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Well, 3 states are doing this now. Digital license plates.
That's so cool.
You know, like
to me.
digital billboards that you see? It's a digital license plate. It's California, Arizona, and Michigan. So if you're doing any traveling, you might see one if you're going to one of those 3 states on your vacation. So they're selling those digital license plates in those 3 states. But boy, is it some money.
Oh, it costs. Well, I can see that it would cost more, but it's a good bit more.
Yeah, it's like $4.99 for one with a battery.
Not
and it's
$4.99.
I'm sorry, $400. I might as well just say $500. They say $4.99, so it's under $500. $500 for the battery operated one, and then it's about $600 for one that you can hardwire into your car, and it's always on when you turn your car on.
Why wouldn't you just go ahead and hardwire it?
You would think, and then there's an additional $55 to $75 to install it. And then there is a cost per month of $19.95.
Like a subscription?
So it's like $215 a month. Well, one of the things that they're doing, so like if there's an Amber Alert, it'll show up on that license plate.
And that makes total sense.
That's pretty cool, but
Yeah.
that would be a good service instead of have to pay a monthly fee for that just to have the digital license plate if you want to spend $500 to $600 to have a digital license plate. But that's only in 3 states. It's not here.
And that's on top of what you have to pay to the state
Exactly.
anyway.
Yes.
So that's not included.
So you get the yearly taxes on top of that.